The moment you open a credit card statement, most of us see the big, bold numbers, the balance, the due date, maybe a reward points total. But hidden in plain sight, quietly waiting to drain your wallet, is something most people overlook: the annual fee. It's not a sudden surprise, not exactly illegal, but it's the kind of sneaky financial trap that slowly chips away at your money without you even realizing it. And here's the shocking part: millions of people pay these fees every year without fully understanding what they're signing up for. Even when the fee is listed, it's buried in a forest of legalese, in sections of the fine print so dense that most of us just skip reading it. But here's the part nobody talks about: that small $95 charge can grow into hundreds of dollars annually when combined with other hidden fees. Multiply that by thousands, even millions of cardholders, and you realize the scale of this quietly flourishing scam. It's subtle, invisible, yet incredibly effective. The problem isn't just the fee itself, it's the way it's presented. Terms like annual maintenance, program fee, or membership cost sound harmless. They're sprinkled across your contract in tiny font, often on the last page. Your eyes might skim them, but your brain doesn't register the true cost until it's too late. And the credit card companies know this. They rely on the fact that most of us never read the fine print in detail, because who has the time? So, how did this come to be? Why are we paying for something we barely understand? To answer that, let's rewind a bit. Credit cards were initially created to make transactions easier, to give consumers flexibility. Over time, however, companies realized that the real profit wasn't just in the interest from carried balances. It was in these small, hidden fees. A $95 annual fee might sound negligible compared to a $1,000 purchase, but multiplied across hundreds of thousands of customers, it's a goldmine. Now imagine Alex, an average middle-class professional in the US, sitting at their kitchen table, opening a credit card statement. At first, everything looks normal: charges, rewards, minimum payment due. But as Alex scrolls down, they notice a line that reads, "Annual fee, $95. For a moment, they shrug. $95, that's not much, right? But then Alex remembers the other fees scattered throughout the statement: the small transaction fees, the occasional service charges. They start adding up. The realization hits: these numbers, small individually, collectively represent hundreds of dollars lost every year. Even when Alex decides to read the fine print, it's overwhelming. The legal text is dense, full of confusing terms and conditional language. Eligibility for fee waiver requires maintaining a minimum balance of $5,000 for 6 months, and so on. It's enough to make anyone throw up their hands. But here's where awareness comes in. Those who take the time to understand these details are the ones who can fight back. They know the tricks, they know where to look, and most importantly, they don't get blindsided by what the financial industry quietly calls necessary costs of membership. But the story doesn't end there. Enter the fee monster. This isn't a literal creature, of course, but a representation of how these fees loom over you, constantly nibbling at your wallet without your conscious knowledge. Alex begins to see the monster, lurking behind each transaction, each statement, each supposedly free perk that comes with the card. It's subtle, it's quiet, and for most people, it's invisible. The next step is action. Some people call customer service immediately. They ask for waivers, reductions, or even consider switching to a no-fee card. Others ignore it, hoping it's a one-time charge. But the savvy, like Alex, start to realize something crucial: knowledge is power. The more you understand the terms, the more you can protect yourself. Reading every statement, scrutinizing every line, and asking the right questions becomes a form of financial self-defense. Then comes the moment of clarity. Alex looks at the balance between perks and the annual fee. Maybe the card offers reward points, travel benefits, or cash back, but do they really outweigh the fee? For many, the answer is no. The perks are often conditional or limited or require spending more than most people will naturally spend. And yet these benefits are highlighted in flashy ads, while the annual fee quietly sits at the bottom in tiny print. This is where the tension builds, the cognitive dissonance between what we're told we're getting and what we're actually paying for. The truth is, small fees add up faster than most people realize. That $95 annual fee multiplied over 5 years is nearly $500. Add in incidental fees, service charges, and penalties for late payments, and suddenly you're looking at a significant sum being silently extracted from your account. And the monster, it grows. It feeds on ignorance, thriving in the shadows of unexamined statements. Alex begins to take control. They read each statement carefully, highlight the fees, compare benefits against costs, and make decisions based on real numbers, not marketing promises. This is the turning point, the moment when awareness reduces the monster's power. When you understand the game, the once intimidating fee loses its control over your finances. It's still there, yes, but now you're prepared. You're no longer a passive participant, you're an informed player. Now imagine seeing the fee monster slowly shrink as you reclaim your money. That's exactly what happens when you stop ignoring annual fees, when you challenge the terms, when you question the perks, when you switch to no-fee alternatives when appropriate. It can save hundreds, even thousands of dollars over a lifetime. The small steps, the daily decisions, the careful readings compound over time into real financial power. Every dollar saved from unnecessary fees is a dollar you can invest, spend wisely, or simply keep. This journey of discovery, from confusion to clarity, mirrors the path of millions of middle-class consumers worldwide. In countries like the US, UK, Canada, Germany, and Australia, the annual fee is a quiet but pervasive drain. And yet, for those who take the time to educate themselves, it becomes a minor inconvenience rather than a source of ongoing loss. Knowledge changes the equation. Awareness changes behavior. Action changes outcomes. Now picture Alex holding their credit cards confidently, wallet closed, a satisfied smile across their face. The monster is gone. Statements are reviewed, fees are questioned, decisions are informed. Financial freedom, in this context, is not just about earning more. It's about noticing the small things, the hidden charges, the quiet leeches on your wallet. The annual fee is only a monster if you let it be. And here's the final takeaway. The next time you open a credit card statement, don't just glance at the bold numbers. Look for the hidden costs, read the fine print, question the perks, and challenge the fees. These small actions protect you from quietly losing hundreds of dollars every year. They are your first step towards true financial empowerment. Because in the end, the power doesn't lie with the credit card companies. The power lies with you. Awareness, understanding, and deliberate action transform a potential financial trap into a manageable, even negligible cost. You're no longer a passive participant. You're the one in control. So remember this: every small fee you spot, every condition you challenge, every statement you read thoroughly chips away at the invisible monster waiting to take your money. The annual fee isn't a trap you fall into, it's a trap you can avoid entirely if you choose to see it, understand it, and act on it. And for anyone watching this video, take a moment after finishing to review your own statements. Check those annual fees, question the perks, and see where small amounts have quietly been leaving your account. Awareness is the first step. Action is the second. Freedom, the real financial kind, is the final reward. Because now, with eyes open, with knowledge in hand, you're no longer vulnerable. You're informed. You're empowered. And the monster, well, it doesn't stand a chance. Thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe our channel for more informative videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon and notification of new videos.